And today I'm going to try to pause squat 585 pounds. I'm going to try to do so without a belt or with wraps either. I've done this I don't know how many times in the past. I've probably done this maybe 6 to 8 times. With my max being 620. I definitely won't get close to that today. In fact, I probably won't go over 585 if I can get there. And the reason why I say that is I feel pretty tired. This is the 4th week of a training block where I am trying to get my legs as strong as possible, and I feel some fatigue setting in, particularly in my lower back. And I'm still motivated to train, still excited to train, but that zeal, right, is not like as fresh as it was. So I know some heavy fatigue is setting in, but that's good, right? Like in order for you to get stronger, especially in order for you to reach some sort of peak, there needs to be a valley. There even needs to be, what would be underneath a valley? A ditch? A trench? A prairie? I don't know. Totally messed up that analogy. I could have come with some heat right there. I could have been like, you know, in order for you to climb the mountain, you have to, whatever. You get the idea, huh? Here's a concept I've talked about many times, but I don't know if I've ever explicitly mentioned it on my YouTube channel because I'm just now really starting to get into the YouTube space. Strength fluctuates on any given day. Your readiness or your ability to perform on any given day is dictated by multiple facets. It's not just that, like, you know, you're going to create this training program and you're going to be able to accurately predict what you're capable of on any given day. How I slept last night, how I slept the week before, my nutrition on the day of, my nutrition the entire week prior, my relationships and how stressful they are. Not saying they are stressful. My love, my wife, our relationship is not stressful at all, and I love you. All of that and more will influence how strong you are on any given day, along with the training that you've done recently as well. And I've been training pretty hard. So I say all that to say, I feel like I'm going to be operating somewhere at my floor today, or just like a baseline through which I'm never really going to go under, knock on wood, unless I'm experiencing some like really crazy illness or something like that. So if I can do this 585 pause squat today, especially the prescription that I'm giving myself, I think I'm in a pretty good spot. And I feel good about where I'm at, because you've got to filter your perception of your training and your progress, not just through your 1RMs where you're absolutely peaked and you went through this entire training program that led to this peak and you're just completely dialed. Like, that is maybe 1% of your sessions, probably less. And, you know, most of your sessions you're going to be operating around your floor, maybe like midway in between floor and the ceiling, and then just a few throughout the year, maybe a little more, I don't know, you'll be at your ceiling. So that's another way that you can measure progress for yourself. It's not always about how maximally capable you are, or at least that's what I tell myself, so I don't feel like a weakling. You got to find ways to blame it on other things, so that way the ego never takes a hit. You know what I mean? Let's get in there. Let's get after it. Let's have some fun. Let's train hard. And I'm training at crunch today, so every time I train at crunch, I train probably right by the speaker on the squat rack, and they're always blaring music, and I don't want to get copyrighted. So when you hear me talk from now on, I'm going to try to clean up that audio, and it might sound weird in some places, so just keep that in mind. Let's have a great session, and let's go pause squat 585 pounds. Oh, and don't be fooled, all right? There's no shred of doubt that I'm absolutely going to demolish this squat session, okay? I'm just letting you know how I feel, that I'm a little tired, but that doesn't matter when I get under the bar, all right? What do you think I am, some kind of freaking wise guy? Got another freaking thing coming. I've been doing this for 15 freaking years. Hop off my back, I know a thing or two. I don't know, I can't think of anything that feels right to say before we leave the car to go get the squat session in. So let's pretend I did, and let's pretend we're all fired up and on this ship together. Woo!
Alright, let's get warmed up. Can't even put the Timbs away. It's happening in the gym culture. You can test out the springs here. So they're ready to see this accordion spurt. Camera angle, looking up, that's why. Could look like that. It's honestly probably 38, 39. It's really only 2% too. It shouldn't ain't that fuck cool. Alright, what's that? Put these shoes on. Tell them pull where he stops, alright? We're here to lift some weights. No more tomfoolery. Focus. Alright, here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna start at 515. We're going to add 10 pounds to each set until we get to 585. So what is that, 8 sets total? 8 sets to syllables. Blow it up. Alright, that was a good workout. I'll see you in the next episode. Hey, come on, I thought you said enough to song pullers. I'm not going to face out today. I've caught a lot of heat in the past for facing out, and to that I say, walking out is not that hard. Listen, all you gotta do, take 2 steps forward, then 2 steps back. We'll never miss in athletics. And face the camp. Because I love you guys. And I feel like having my back turned to y'all is just rude, you know? Call me old fashioned. Let's go 4 1/4. Be our last warm-up set. Put some clamps on. Save the curves. Here's a pro tip. To music selection, don't start with your hardest stuff. Start light, then go hard. And right now I've got a little core chill chase Hans Zimmer going on, just to set the tone, you know. Let's blow this up. But to ball, let's get it on. Let's just knock this first riff out of the way. Plus 10 XD. You have now reached level 32. You can just learn the move. I don't know. Font? Isn't that the worst when you level up and you get some move that's not even worth it? It's such a letdown either. All that grinding. You know what, I might just stick with classical today. So bang it. Feel like I'm in an old Wild West movie, and I'm going to meet the rival gang, have a shootout, you know? With that being said, talk time. $5:45. When you get that weight on your back, you want to feel perfectly confident. So make sure it's perfect, all right? Feel. Get everything exactly how you want it, so that way the weight goes as light as possible to you. The weight should never really feel, you should never really feel the magnitude of the weight when you pick it up. You should only feel it, or at least the brunt of it, at the very bottom. At the top, it should go rock solid.
That's it too.
You have reached the halfway mark. Make it look like this. Boom. All right. Starting to peel the tingle here. We all hear that training is an art. Especially if you were to go for a top set for the day and you're not worried about like all these other sets I'm doing. Like say I just wanted to work up to a heavy top set. Be much more artful with this. I probably would have done my last set of 545, then 495, then 545, then 585. You just want to save everything for that top set. And that is artful because it takes a little experience to do that, to know yourself, what you're comfortable with. Noah Schultz picture a motivational figure in your heavy sets. And I was thinking, is that going Ronnie Coleman? It's not going Ed Cohn. I'm going Thomas the Train today.
I think I can. I think I can.
Well, you think that's corny? You don't think that's tough? I think I can. I think I can.
Hey.
There's something I struggle with on these racks. It's fit. Yeah. They're real. I feel I struggle with dead ends. It's a rack of plates. So we're going to try to make sure this bar and these plates are evenly spaced. And if I can just walk straight out.
Good.
All right, let's get it. Oh, all right, this up is like we had to sit down. I've already done one set here, and he's trying to take 2 sets to failure. Chris Beardsley, I think that's how you say his last name. He put up a pull post on Instagram the other day, and he was saying how we really don't communicate the idea of failure very well, and that we use the term muscular failure, but really for 99% of us, when we reach failure, it's perceived failure in terms of like, I think you said something along the lines of the inability to tolerate the pain makes us believe that we're at muscular failure, but in reality, we're really not. And so the advice I could give you for doing, especially machine-based exercises, where really the goal is to try to grow muscle. Like that is probably your priority if you're using a machine outside of maybe like rehab or something like that. Choose a weight that you think you can get 6 to 10 reps with, because after you get 10 reps done, it just feels like shit. That's great. Feels like you're doing more than necessary to achieve the same result. And it's also like, it's just kind of gets annoying having to do like 10 to 15 reps in reach failure. Choose a weight you can get 6 to 10 reps with and just keep going, even when your brain tells you to stop. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. So, give it a shot. I know this is a terrible angle, but you'll probably be able to see what I'm talking about. And really, what I'm looking for is the last few reps to slow down and to potentially just not even be able to do the last rep.
I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. Training is one of the greatest introspective tools that we have as human beings. You know, we hear people say becoming in tune with our body, like that's a real thing. You can become in tune with your body. It's not that your mind and body are separate entities. One influences the other and vice versa. And training is one of the greatest ways to experience that process and to learn about your body and your mind and how they impact each other. Training is not only physical. There's a lot to be gained in between the ears as well. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Hope you have a great rest of your week. And training is fun. Woo!